Hey there, food lovers. Today we're doing a different kind of video. I want to share with you 4 of my favorite cookbooks and why I keep going back to them time and again. These are my absolute go-to when I need a recipe, want to learn, or need a little culinary inspiration. Now, there are a lot of cookbooks out there to choose from. Literally thousands of them span every conceivable cooking style and culture. My choices work for me, and by no means are they better or worse than your preferred cookbooks. Alright, let's get into it. The first book is one I tend to go to automatically when I'm looking for a recipe. And that book is a Cook's Illustrated cookbook. Not a very catchy title, but what it lacks in flash it more than makes up in content. My favorite thing about Cook's Illustrated is that each recipe is thoroughly tested, which means all you have to do is follow it, and you are guaranteed to get a great product when you're done. There's a recipe for nearly every conceivable style of cooking or baking, making this cookbook one of the most comprehensive around. Sure, there are other cookbooks like this from different publishers. I guess I'm partial to this one as it was given to me as a gift, and it's never let me down. The next book takes a more technical approach to food. It's called On Food and Cooking, The Science and Lore of the Kitchen by Harold McGee. There are very few recipes in this book to follow. In fact, I can't recall seeing a single one, even though the contents make it seem like a normal cookbook with chapters on milk, eggs, meat, and edible plants, to name a few. Instead, this book goes deep into the science and chemistry, exploring topics like how cooking methods work, the molecular composition of ingredients, temperature control, cooking techniques, and how food changes when you cook. If you want to know the how and why behind food you eat, then this book is a must pick up. This next book takes a similar approach to the previous one. However, where the last one focused on science, this one is all about flavor. It's called The Flavor Bible by Karen Page and Andrew Dornenberg. As the name suggests, this book is all about how different foods and flavors work together, or don't. If you prefer to take some ingredients and explore your creative and imaginative side, then this book has you covered. It takes a staggering number of ingredients and lists all the flavors that work with them. For example, if I wanted to make something with honey, then on the page with honey will be a list of other ingredients that work well. Items that work better than others will be bolded, and ingredients that are in all caps are the perfect combination. Additionally, for nearly every ingredient, there's a small list of flavor affinities that gives you 3 or 4 ingredients or flavors that work exceptionally well with the main component. I've gone to this book countless times when creating interesting or exciting menus for dinner parties or competitions. If you're looking for some inspiration or just want to learn more about how flavors work together, then I highly recommend this book. The last book is very specific as it deals with barbecuing. Now, there are a ton of barbecue books out there, and from my experience, this is one of the better ones. It's called Smoking Meat: The Essential Guide to Real Barbecue by Jeff Phillips. It has a ton of excellent recipes covering everything from ribs to pulled pork to brisket, but that's just scratching the surface. I'm really big into barbecue, and I find myself referencing this book quite often. If you too enjoy barbecue, then consider checking this book out. Alright, so those are 4 of my favorite go-to cookbooks. Each has brought me culinary joy and many fond cooking memories. Now, I'd like to hear what your favorite cookbooks are in the comments section. If you've used one of these cookbooks featured here, let me know what you think. There's a link in the description for each one of these cookbooks. Before you go, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. Until next time, keep cooking.